Okay, good morning, kids. Welcome back to our class for today, and I'm so happy that your presents are here. And another day, another topic that we are going to talk about. Okay, I know that all of you are ready, and I'm ready also to teach with you. Right, last time we talked about light, and we know the different types of light, and we know where does light come from. Okay, then that we know that light come from what the different sources, and we know also that that source of light is called luminous object. So I will tell you more about that later as we go on. And also we learned that the sun is what our main source of light. Remember that one? The sun is the main source of light, no other than it's the sun. Okay, now today our topic is all about how does light travel. See, this is a formal question that we need to answer. How does light travel? Do you know, do you have any idea on how the sun, or how the light travel? Do you have any idea? If there's none, then we'll continue. Okay, let's continue. Let's go on. How does light travel? Right, so we have to watch this video for you to have a little understanding. Right, can you see the hole? This one, the little hole here, the color black. I will make something so that you can see. This one is a hole, right? That's very small, and these are the bigger hole. Yeah, you can see that one. Can you see that? Yes, I think. All right, so those holes, kids, the light will pass through there. Look.
This is just a card, right?
Like that. So there's a light here. The light is here, very small light, and the hole is here. So the man is uncovering the hole.
The dot of red light
appear? All right, so what is this? When the hole is uncovered, red light will go there directly. Okay. I will do like that because to avoid copyright. I do like that because to avoid to be copyrighted. Look at the direction of the light. The arrow shows that the light travels on that directions, right? On those directions. Let's see. So this one here, the first one. Look at the movement of the light. The light travels in a very straight line, in different directions. So travel here, 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 here.
Some of that light is able to make it
in
the box.
Look at that. The box. See that? The light travel in a straight line going through the hole. See that? Going to the hole. So very straight, right? Okay, in other words, the light travel in a very straight line. Remember that, and don't forget. Okay, here, light travels in a straight line in all directions. See that? Light travels in a straight line in all directions, not in some directions, not in zigzag directions, not in not in zigzag line, not in one direction, but in all directions. See that? That's the how the light travels. So you can see the rays of the sun here. Can you see the rays of the sunlight shining through the trees in the picture? You can see that. Can you see this one? Have you observed the light rays? Of course, the light rays travel in a very straight line. Another one we have. A luminous object looks very bright in whichever direction we look at it. Yes, luminous light, a luminous object. Let's see. Luminous object are those objects that produces light. Are those objects that produce light? Like for example, the sun, the light bulb, or anything that has light or can produce light, that is called luminous object. Okay, very bright in whichever direction we look at it. Like for example, if we look at the sun directly, you cannot look it even a few seconds. You cannot, maybe, yeah, even a few seconds, because the light is so bright. Okay, the same with the lamples here, the fluorescent. I can look at directly to the fluorescent because the fluorescent is not that bright as the sun. Okay, because light travels in all directions. See that? When the light enters our eyes, we can see the objects. So if the light travels, if the light enters in our eyes, what can we do? What can our eyes do? Our eyes can see the object. Like for example, I can see my phone. I can see my phone this time. I can see my mask because of the presence of the light. See that? Because of the light, we can see objects that that we have in our houses or even outside of our house. I can see the motorcycle in the other side of the building because of the light. See that? If there is no light, of course I cannot see. Okay, the thing is that the absence of light can make us blind. Okay, the absence of light can make us blind. Yes, we cannot see anything except color black, color dark. So here, let's continue. Switch the torch light in a dark room. So what will happen? Can you see the positioning of the light? Of course, the light travels in a very straight line. Okay, light travels in a very straight line. A beam of light will shine in the direction at which the torch light is pointing. Okay, always like that. A light source can give off light in different directions. Remember, a light source, let's say lamp or fluorescent, can give off light in different directions. That means in all directions, as long as there is light there, that room or that certain room will become light as they can because of the presence of the light. Light travels so fast that the whole room is filled with light the moment a lamp is switched on. See that? The light travels so fast that the whole room is filled with light the moment a lamp is switched on. So this is the importance of the light, and very fast, can travel in even a split of a second. Very, very fast, kids. The light travels like that. Faster than the electricity, faster than the jet plane, or faster than anything, faster than cheetah. See that? The light travels so fast that the whole room is filled with light the moment a lamp is switched on. So that if you turn on the light, everything everything in the room will cover with the light. So here, look at this one. The light room in the dark room. Which one do you like? Of course, my answer would be, I like in the light room. I don't like in the dark room, where this is very scary. Very scary, right? In the light room, it's very scary, and I don't like to stay in this room. All right, so the dark room, look, as you can see, this is nice. This is not a nice place to stay in. So I like to stay in the light room. And look at this, kids. We don't know if in the dark room the surroundings look beautiful compared to the light room. I can say that in the light room, I can see the beauty of it, but in the dark room, I cannot see the beauty of the room. Why? The reason, there is no light. There is no light. So if you're going to turn on the light, you can appreciate the beauty of the room. So light is very important. Another thing, light travels in different directions. Look at this, kids. Light travels in all directions. You can see the light, not only you, but also your friends, your family, or whosoever that watches in that light or reach from that light or to that light, they can see the light. Okay, another thing here, the light from the fireworks travels in all directions. See that? The fireworks will travel in all directions. Okay, look. Switch on the torch light in a dark room. See, if we have a torch light in a very dark room, what will happen? A beam of light will shine in the direction at which the torch light is pointing. See that? You can appreciate a very good light. You can see that with your eyes. See that if you're walking in a dark room, you cannot, you don't know where to go. You don't know where's the door. You don't know where's the window. You don't know where's the way, because you cannot see, for there is no light. But if you have a torch that helps you to light the path that you're walking in, you can go to the direction that you want to go. Okay, light is so essential to each one of us. Light has a big significant in our self. Why? Because we cannot live without the light. All of the people will die without the light. All of the living things will die. No, most of the living things, let's say for instance, that most of the living things will die. But you will say, teacher, why you said that all of the living things? Yeah, without the light, plants cannot make their own food. The process of photosynthesis will not be there, because the light needs the presence, plants need the presence of sunlight in order for them to make food. And remember, kids, animals, most of the animals are dependent on the plants, and we people, we are dependent on plants and animals. The food that we eat are from animals and plants. So we are depending too much on this living organisms. So without the light, we will be in danger. Next, light source can give off light in different directions. This is the light room and a dark room. If I may ask you, what do you like? Of course, you will choose the light room. The light travels so fast. Finished already. So this is now the light room. I can appreciate the beauty of the room. This room is so big, so large. I think this is a living room. So the living room is so big that I can say that this is so beautiful. Why you can say that this room is so beautiful? Yeah, because of the presence of the light. Without the light, you cannot say that this room is beautiful. But because of the light, you can say that this light is beautiful. What about this room? Can you say that this room is beautiful? This room has no light. Very scary, right? Very scary. This room has no light. So what can you say about it? Do you want to stay there? Me, I don't like to stay, because it looks like scary. So you can appreciate only the room if there is light. But if there is no light, total darkness is there, you cannot see anything. You cannot appreciate the colors. Like for example, during the dark, what is the color that you can see? Only black, only color dark. You cannot see anything except black. Even the color of your shirt, you cannot identify. Why? Because of the totality of darkness. So light is very important, kids. According here, we cannot see in the dark when we cover our eyes or when we cover our eyes. See that? Light has to go into our eyes for us to see. So this is now the important things. If you cover your eyes, kids, you cannot see what's happening in front of you, or even you cannot, you don't know what are the things that lies ahead. Among the parts of our body, only our eyes is the one that can detect light. Only our eyes can detect the light. No other parts of our body, only eyes. There are only two eyes what we're going to do with our eyes, we have to be very careful with our eyes. Okay, eyes is very important. This is the one that we use to walk, because we cannot walk properly without the light. So the light can give us balance as well. Okay, balance in life. See the man? The man is running towards the posts because he did not recognize there's a post there, for the reason that all that he can see is totality of darkness. So remember, eyes is important. How do light rays from the light bulb and other light sources reach our eyes? They travel in a straight line directly into our eyes. Okay, the light travels directly to the eyes. Okay, we can see a light source because light reaches our eyes directly from the source. All right, so this one is an important thing also to remember, but I will make another topic for this one. How do we see things? An object that gives out light is described as luminous. Okay, luminous object are objects that produce light. Light travels in a straight line directly into our eyes. See the arrow? And another one here we have an object that does not give out light is a non-luminous object. All right, so anything that does not produce light are called what? Non-luminous objects. So how does your eyes see a non-luminous object, such as a book? So light from the eyes, or from the eyes, light from the light source hits the book, and some of this light is reflected into the eye. So that's the reason. That's the reason that we can see those objects, or let's say those non-luminous objects, because of the reflection of the light. See that? I can see teachers outside. I can see teachers roaming around, and I can see teacher Pim is there eating something because of the reflection of the light. See that? I can see the book. I can see different colors. I can see I can see the fan. I can see the TV because of the presence of a luminous object, like the light, or let's say the overall is the sun. Okay, so more information here. A luminous object gives out light and can also be called light source. Okay, anything that produces light are called luminous object. Okay, remember kids, luminous object. How does light from a light bulb and other light sources reach your eyes? Simply because the light from the light source hit directly into our eyes and travel in a very straight line and hit directly into our eyes. Next, seeing a non-luminous object. I explained it already. Light from the light source strikes the book, and some of the light is reflected in your eyes. So that's the reason that we can see things around us because of the light. Okay, even though that they are not non-luminous object, but we can see them with the help of the light source, which is known as luminous object. So we can see them because of the light source. Non-luminous. Okay, remember kids, luminous objects are objects that has its own light. Okay, can produce light. What about the non-luminous? Of course, they cannot produce its own light. So when light hits the object, some of it's absorbed, some of it bounces off. Things look shiny when light bounces of them in the same direction. See that? This is a disco ball. I know that you have seen this one already. Disco ball looks shiny because of the reflection of the light. The light hits directly and bounces to your eyes. That's right. The reason why that there is shine on it. Now, quiz time. What are you going to do? You are going to, if you want to answer, of course, you are going to turn on your camera and then, turn on your microphone and then raise your hand if you want to answer. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready, kids? Are you ready? Yes and no. If it is yes, then do like this if you're ready. I want to see your hands. I want to see your thumb. If you're ready, then show me your interests. Number one, how does light travel? Who can answer? How does light travel? And remember, kids, remember, before we continue, please bear with these questions. Why? Because I might get this. Some of the questions that I'm using here during your midterm tests. Right, of course, I will use some of the questions that I put it here into what in your midterm tests. So number one, how does light travel? A, in a wavy line, B, in a zigzag line, letter C, in a straight line, and letter D, in a curved line. Raise your hand, please, if you want to answer. Okay, we have in Nadon. Nadon? Yes, Nadon? What is your answer, Nadon?
C.
Huh?
C. C. In a straight line.
Letter C, in a straight line. Let's see if Nadon, if your answer is correct. Great job, Nadon. Your answer is correct. Okay. Light travels in a straight line. Very good. Next, number two. Blank is a form of energy that we can see with our eyes. That we can see with our eyes. What is that? It is a form of energy. Yes, we have Luke Chap.
Letter C. Light.
Letter C, light. Let's see if your answer is correct. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your answer is correct. Number three, light travel around an object. Light travel. This is travels. Okay, wait. Okay. Don't worry. My grammar is wrong, but don't worry. This is light travels around an object. Let's see. Who can answer? It should be travels. Light travels. Light travels around an object. True or false? Object. Light travels around an object. Yes, we have Nava. Nava, no. Nava. Yes, Nava.
True.
True. Letter?
A.
Letter A. Great job. Your answer is correct. Number three. What is the absence of light? What is the absence of light? Of course. What is the opposite of light? The opposite of light is the answer. What is the absence of light? Raise your hand, please, if you want to answer. What is the absence of light? Who can answer? Look, Chubb. Yes, sir. Look, Chubb.
Letter A. Dark.
Letter A, dark. Let's see. Are you ready? Great job. Your answer is correct. Number five. Light travels faster in water than air. True or false? Let's see. Light travels faster in water than air. Than in air. Light travels faster in water than in air. So what's the answer? Is it true or false? Is it true or false? I want to do this one in your tests. Who can answer? Look, Chubb again. Look, Chubb.
Letter B. False.
Letter B, false. And the answer is light travels faster in water than air. And the answer is letter. I'm sorry, look, Chubb. Yay! Your answer is correct. The answer of look, Chubb is correct. Number six. Light travels in a blank path. Light travels in a blank line, or in other words, line or path. Light travels in a blank path. Who can answer? Who can answer? Who can answer? Nava. Yes, Nava.
Letter C.
Letter C. Let's see. Let's do it now. Let's try to look at it if your answer is correct. Yes, sir. Your answer is correct. Number 7. Light travels in blank. Who can answer? Light travels in blank. Who can answer? Letter A, 0 directions. Letter B, all directions. Letter C, 1 direction. Letter D, some directions. Who can answer? What do you think? Light travels in 0 directions. Light travels in all directions. Letter C, light travels in 1 direction. Letter D, light travel in some directions. Okay, who can answer, please? Please answer me now. Uy, where's my hand? I don't have hand. Uy, where's my hand? I don't have hand. Oh, okay. Look, Chab. Next, yes, sir.
Letter D, some direction.
Letter D is wrong. You have to find another one. Light travels in blank directions. Who can answer? Letter D is wrong. You can change your answer if you want. Yes, look, Chubb again.
Letter B, all direction.
Letter B, all directions. And the answer is correct. All right, remember that light travels in all directions, not only in some directions, not only on one direction, but in all directions. Number 8, light travels through which material? Yes, that you can say that the light is traveling in this one freely without any hindrances, any blockage. What can you choose what material it is? All right. Light travels through which material? Okay, you can answer. Yeah. Light travels through which material? Okay. We have Nava. Okay, Nava. Nava is the one. This Nava. What is that again?
B.
Letter B. Glass. Thank you. Light travels through glass. Very good. Because the metal, the light cannot travel in it. In the wood, cannot. In cardboard, cannot as well. Number 10. This is number 9. Yes, some objects like blank can block light from coming through. Okay, who can answer? Sorry, I put period here. There's no period supposedly. Yeah, it's okay. Some objects like blank can block light from coming through. Look, Chubb again. Yes, look, Chubb.
Letter C, eyeglasses.
Eyeglasses is wrong. Some objects like blank can block light from coming through. Block means cover. Block can cover. Letter C, eyeglasses is wrong because the eyeglasses can't block the light from coming through. Okay, not never. Let's see, let's check. Okay, never.
Letter A.
Letter A, metal is correct. Yes. Can block this. Number 10, last number. Which of these lets some light pass through? Let some light pass through. Number 10. Who can answer? Is it metal table, wood table, hand, or fish bowl? Who can answer? Nava.
Letter D, fishbowl.
Letter D, fishbowl is the correct answer. All right, so you already know how does light travel? Light travels in all directions, and light travels in a very, very straight line. That's all for today, and have a good day to all of you. And thank you so much for joining our class for today. Of course, I want you to answer your work, your book. Answer your book. I will just send to you what is the certain page of that. Thank you so much for coming, and have a good day to all of you. See you next time.